How to generate leads fast and turn up the lead faucet on demand. Hello, everyone. My name is Tessa, and I'm the Director of Marketing at IdeaPros. I am here to bring you my juiciest tips on how to generate leads fast. So let me know in the chat if you're catching this live or replay. You can hashtag live replay. But I want to know, are you generating leads right now, or are you in need of leads? So if you have leads, which I'm so excited if you do, just put a thumbs up in the chat if you've got leads coming in and you don't really need me. That's always a good place to be. If you are looking for more leads, which I don't really know many people who don't need more leads, honestly. So if you are looking for more leads, let me know in the chat. Just put, let's put 2 thumbs up if you need more leads. Okay, if you've got leads and if you need more leads. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hi, Vanessa. Hey. So if you need more leads, then you put 2 thumbs up in the chat. Obviously, they go the same direction, right? So like go like that. So I am talking more leads. Yes. You're like, I'm not finding the emoji on that, Tessa. More leads. Awesome. Okay, so I've got about 15 ideas for you. These are all ones that I use personally. Keep in mind that any of the leads that we're talking about today, the opportunities that we're talking about today, you still need a way to capture the contacts. Okay, so if they are in-person ones, then you're going to want a way to capture their phone fast and be able to get them an automated response. A lot of our partners are using our high level system, and they have a funnel that's already built in, so people can sign up on their website, they get an automated email, and it's all, you're handling the leads. So I'm going to give you ways to turn up the leads, but you have to have a way to handle them. And if you need help with your funnel and how to capture leads and be able to be able to turn them into sales, then put funnel in the chat, funnel. And we do have some workshops coming up that I think are going to be awesome, and they're free. And so you might as well learn how to properly handle leads when you get them in. Yes, no problem, Jared. I will get you the information, because we're teaching. Well, actually, you can walk through the class and learn how to build funnels that are pretty much bulletproof, so that you don't lose any leads. Perfect. Awesome. So today I'm going to start with number 1 on, this is probably the most common way that people actually get leads. And I know this is going to be a no-brainer, but online advertising. But I do want to say, obviously, this is one that's going to require money. A lot of these things that I'm going to recommend to you are going to either require money or time and energy, right? So either you're going to put the time and energy into doing the items, or you're going to pay somebody to do it. Online advertising is a very effective way to turn up leads if you've optimized them. So the one thing I do want to say about this is that there's a testing process. You're going to try something, you're going to look at the results, and then you're going to pivot one thing at a time based on what you see in the results. So you don't change everything. You don't change your ad and your copy and your target audience. You just change one thing at a time. And my secret to advertising, I've been told this by very big companies, advertising companies I've worked with in the past, you can do $10 a day, which would be 30 days, you'd have a $300 budget. Where a lot of people are like, I'll put thousands in. Just start with $10 a day and test until you know that the KPIs turn around an ROI for you that you are okay with. Once you know the ROI is good, then you can turn up the ad, you can add more dollars, but you're not spending a bunch of money that's just going down the drain. Okay. And I've been there. I've done the ads that just go down the drain. That's not what you should. You should do strategic moves on this. And if you need more help with the advertising, obviously let me know, and we can figure out how to get you the help you need, really. So online advertising does turn up leads. It's one of my favorite. I'm not a social media, like, I don't want to play on TikTok all the time and create content all the time. So my way to turn up ads is online advertising, strategic. And a lot of people come to me and say, I've wasted tons of money. And that's really common. So low budget, look at the numbers, figure out your audience, and know that you're converting them. Number 2, and you can let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions. that side. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions about any of these. I'm going to be keeping my eye on those as well. So number two is online groups. Now, this is one of my favorite ways. I go live in a group of women that has 700,000 women, female entrepreneurs. We go live once a week for half an hour. I invest in it. I pay the money to have that slot. I have a group of people that hop on, consistently, but more importantly, I have that exposure in that group. And it's not so much the online event that gets the attention, it's actually posting something later. I'm a top contributor in that group, and I'm able to, add to people's questions. I can actually start dialogues with people. So it's an amazing space. If you find a group of the people that you are targeting, you can do a lot in an online group. In fact, one of our partners who has an app has a group was given to him after he had been in it for a while, that was very, very good for him because he has this huge audience now and can control that group. So you never know, you might inherit a group by participating and providing value. And that's the other big thing. Be where your audience is and provide value. Don't just take, don't be a leech and just take and try to get all the people out. You have to be very strategic in what you're doing in the online group. So it's super effective for me. We posted what we call, like an interest post that says, I have this, if you're interested, DM me or comment yes, and you'll get it, right? You've seen those posts before where it's something like, I have, this cheat sheet, it's going to be paid, it's going paid. If you want it, let me know in the chat. That's very effective, actually. You just have to be careful when you try to message all the people back. I had one post that got 300 or 250 or something like that. People commented back and I could not message them all because Facebook's like, nope, you're spam. So just be careful. Make sure you're asking for them to do the action that you want. Most groups have rules where you cannot post links, you cannot sell. So you have to be offering something of value to their group in some way, shape, or form. And sometimes even then you have to be what they call standout member or someone who's paying to be able to do that. So that's another huge way that I grow my audience. Yeah, it sounds good besides paying for ads so far. Well, let's just, there's plenty of options here. Don't worry, Vanessa, we've got lots of options. Okay, my other very favorite is networking events. I do a lot of networking events. So I do go, and it's a great way to practice your pitch every single week. So BNI, or there's there's different ones across the US, obviously, but you can actually, you're saying your pitch over and over and over. You're teaching people in that group different things about what you do and how it's different. And if you don't think you have something that, the group is going to really benefit from, because those groups are typically service providers, you might be able to do the same kind of thing in an online group, like an entrepreneurial group. We have for Move to CEO, we have people that get together for masterminds all the time. And so it's a networking group, it's a networking event. You can also, so from the event perspective, there's lots of events that go on in the area. So it could be an association is throwing a networking event. It could be, you can find clubs that do them. So I love going to networking events. I'm a social person to some extent, like I'm semi-social. So I can go with the intent. I just have a plan to talk to like 3 people and get to know them. And then it's not stressful. So that's a suggestion for another way to generate leads. It actually works very well when you walk away. And I'm just going to show you how many people, I don't have it. I walked away from a networking event with a baggie full of probably 50 business cards. And it was just one event that took an hour. So, and all those people, I can reach out to them. But if it's an app that you have and you're going to a business event, I mean, that's great. You've got all these people that are potential clients. So definitely check that out. Yes. It's, a chamber of commerce. There's so many different ones. I go to one that's called Trust Equity, and it's actually a mastermind for helping your business grow, but we meet on a weekly basis. So it's networking, but I'm not committed to doing leads. which some people, that's really hard to generate leads for other people when they can't even generate for themselves. So there's lots of ways. And if you need more on any of these, just let me know if you have any questions. Again, Grunt, I know you're not in the chat because you're traveling, but Grunt is doing an amazing job at running contests and giveaways. So trygrunt.com, and you can go check out the next contest that they're having. They're giving away swag. You can give away all kinds of things. You can give away something that doesn't even have to do with your product or app. Like, it makes sense if it's something that's along the lines of your app. like an app that's for productivity. They might, a big contest, it might be a tablet or something that they're giving away because people are going to write down and take notes. I've seen those types of things. But you can just give away your product or your service. You could also give away things that are just fun. Like, I've seen people that give away like Yeti cups. I think that's what Grunt is running, just something fun that people can get. So contests, great. Hotel, Ramsey Hotel that I was working with, they actually gave away a hotel stay, but the contest actually was generating user-generated content for them. So they were posting pictures of their mom and why they want to come to Ramsey Hotel. So it was great because they've got all this content, social content that was fed to them that they could share out, and we made into stories, and it was really fun. And then when we announced the winner, they're coming in a couple months, and we're going to go get video of the winner so we get more coverage and we'll be able to run more contests. So I love contests for that. You can get really creative with contests. You can also pair up with other companies. Like, we had a custom sofa company, and so they could have paired up with a TV company to offer a TV and maybe some other, home items. And then that's a really awesome contest for a full package. You could also have a trip or a retreat, and you pair up with an airline or somebody who's going to contribute an airline ticket. Super cool because you get a bigger prize and you all share and promote out. So that's a good one. I'm just going to check the chat. Hey, Bill, good to have you here. I'm talking about lead generation, how to generate leads fast. So these are all different ideas on how to generate leads fast. So online reviews and testimonials. I love this one because you can get so many more clients when you have testimonials that you're putting out. And a lot of people they think it's bragging. They don't think it's, appropriate. Look, if you are telling people how cool you are from your customer's perspective, it's going to get you more business. So you want to put online reviews, testimonials, highlight it, take a screenshot, whatever you want. Put it out. By putting it on a public place, they're giving you permission to share that. I'll just say that. So you can make it look beautiful. You can share it. You can ask for testimonials by video. I know Odin, we went through, he did an interview and he had some audio, he had some written, testimonials from just a quick call with me, video call. He could use the video. So you just want to take advantage of all those different opportunities. If you can get someone on a quick call, ask them how your service is going for them. If it's an app, how's the app going? What are you experiencing? You can talk about the bad and then end with the good. So it's not hard. And then once they say that good thing, end on the good thing. Okay, always end on the good thing and say, oh, that was so amazing. I would love to share that with my audience. Do you mind if I put that on our social media? That was just an amazing clip. If you prefer, I can, send it to you by text and you can tweak it. It's super easy to be able to get people to give you testimonials, and then those multiply into many more. All right, this one's appropriate for Odin and myself. Joint venture partnerships or opportunities, you can think of it that way. So find someone in your industry that already is targeting the same audience as you, and you combine into an awesome workshop, or you could combine into, say, a show that you're going to do on social media, but you're actually together for it. So you're both promoting. It's very similar to, how you would run the contest, but you're going to build a relationship, market each other, and then build each other up together. Everyone gets the leads. This is, if you've seen Amy Porterfield, Tony Robbins, there's a couple other people. They're all friends. They all kind of came up in the industry together, and they cross promote the heck out of each other because they're helping each other, they're growing each other, they have referral opportunities for each other. So check those guys out, and you'll see they'll send an email for somebody else's program and cross promote. So joint ventures are amazing. It's actually part of how I got to know IdeaPros was through a joint venture too. So next up, and I know I got to hurry because we only have a little bit of time, content marketing. This one, a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between content marketing, social media? Okay, so content marketing is when you are doing, say, blogs or video, like what we do, a vlog, if you will, a video blog. It could be a podcast, it could be, a featured thoughts, but it's basically putting content out into the interweb, onto the internet for the search engines, for people to find. So content marketing is great. We do it consistently because we can take these videos and turn them into mini pieces of content. I call them content potatoes and fries. And you guys might have seen my little clip on this, but you can chop up this content. Content marketing can make a lot of good little mini pieces of content. But along the same line, and this one crosses over into social media, if you post in places like medium.com, which is a blog location, you can have your own blog and then you post it around Medium. It lives forever. I have people who come from blogs that I created, I don't know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I still get business to old articles. So it lives and it stays out there. If the search engine sees the value, they'll continue to send traffic to it because it has, people stay on it for a really long time. I had very big, juicy pieces about starting daycares, and it still gets traffic. So that one's good. And Pinterest is great. I like LinkedIn, Pinterest. Those ones are great for being able to actually have a link that goes back to you too. And that cusps over into our social media engagement one. Pinterest is really, really effective. I know a lot of people are like, I don't think my business fits into Pinterest. It has its own search engine. The links go directly to your site. They go off the site, which most social media doesn't allow. And you can make a pretty good graphic. You have a lot of space. You can do an infographic or just a nice tall image if you're creating content on Instagram or Facebook in the stories, TikTok even. Your content really will lend well to a tall piece of content. So you can move it over there pretty easily. I'm just going to check over in the chat and see if anyone has any questions. Oh, gotcha. It's hard. Oh, let's go back to that, Vanessa. So it's hard to get customers to do a review. It's like pulling teeth. Oh my goodness. I gave you one though on our live. So you could crop that and just be like, oh, hey, I was featured on this show. So sometimes, you have to find the people who are willing to do, hopefully video. But the easy way, one of my cheats is to send them a question or a questionnaire. But like I said, just get on the phone with them. Say, hey, can I ask you a couple questions about your experience? It makes a huge difference because you're not pulling teeth. You're not asking for a review. You're asking for feedback. Everyone's willing to give feedback. Everyone. They'll tell you exactly what they think. And don't be afraid if the feedback is constructive, because usually they'll tell you that. And to be honest, they're going to feel a little guilty for being harsh if they did say something. And they'll usually say something nice, because you can say, well, that, what did you really love about the product? After you've asked them for feedback, ask, what did you really love about the product? And it helps to put their mind in that positive space. All right. Awesome. So we have a couple more. I'm going to put up on the chat here. So social media, I didn't quite finish. So here's the thing. I'm not saying social media posting. I'm saying social media engagement. And there's a reason. You can post until you're blue in the face, because 4% of your audience is going to see any social media post at a time, at any given time, right? You post today at 3:21 p.m. on a Friday, only 4%, if you're lucky, are going to see it. And then it's going to be in the sea of social media. So it's kind of gone. And it's not like we're doing searches and finding old social media posts, right? So it's very in the moment. So social media posting is something that you want to do for your brand, for your reputation, you want to do that to stay top of mind, because the people who you are following that are on at that time are going to see you. But social media engagement takes it to a new level. This is, you post something, go look at the comments, make sure that you're saying thank you, make sure that you've invited people to your page. This is how accounts grow to really big sizes. Okay. They have teams that just go out there and start inviting people like heck. And that's how they get to the level that they're at. Promise, this is how it happens. Social media engagement means that you're going to take 30 minutes a day, or however long you want to do it, and go find friends, go find clients, find someone. If it's Zwizzy and you want to find people who are in cleaning, go find a cleaning group and just kind of browse around, see a couple people. If they write a nice comment, like the post. It's moving around and actually trying to get conversations going. And it usually happens by just being friendly and nice in other spaces, and then they'll start following you too. Or you can give tips, things like that. We do that a lot. And then LinkedIn social engagement takes it to a new level. I know we did the show on how you can do an automated LinkedIn sequence. So if you haven't seen that, put LinkedIn in the chat and I will send you the video on that, because it's a really good, it's excellent at generating leads, like hands down, one of my favorite ways, but which falls into this social media engagement and slash kind of cold emailing essentially, but not really, because they're connecting with you, you're visiting their profile, they're intrigued. So I'm running out of time. Okay, I've got a couple more. Referral program. I love setting up referral programs. One of the things that is in the back of Go High Level is a referral program system built into the software that we use for all of our partners. If you haven't looked into High Level, gohighlevel.com, but message me. I can give you all of our templates so that you guys can get access to that. But it has it built into the system, so you can give people an affiliate link and have them share it out. They can share it out wherever they want. They can earn money by referring you. I love this because a lot of people have done the hard work for me. They love getting affiliate, commissions, so they'll go tell everyone or post it out on their social media. But even if it's not a formal referral program system, when you're on the phone with a happy person, always ask, and not even when you're only with happy people. Any conversation can lead into this, but I'll say, do you know anyone else that could use web design services? Do you know anyone else that can use help getting their lead generation going? Do you know anyone else that needs help with cleaning their offices if it's Zwizzy, right? Or do you know anyone else that really wants to be able to see above the crowd for William over there with Goliath? You just ask people. Actually, as soon as you ask something very specific, like, do you know somebody who goes to the racetrack a lot? Oh, our chair would be great for the racetrack. I don't know that, but I'm guessing for William. So the last two, well, actually I have three. I'm not sure. I have a lot. I'm going to stop really soon, I promise. Webinars and workshops. So if you do have a product that would well, think about it this way. If you have a product and you could be on QVC, you could probably have a webinar or a workshop. Probably, well, at least a webinar. You could have people come on and talk about the product and demo the product online. For people with service businesses or apps, a workshop to just teach them something. If you have an app about a career job posting app, you can come on and do a workshop or a free webinar for them on how to prep your resume, or how to interview better. It doesn't have to be exactly tied to your app, but you could say sponsored by X app. That's how you can run it, right? So you can offer free things, post them in places where people are, it's public forum. Always social media is good for that, but you can also put them up on, say, LinkedIn, have an event, an actual scheduled event, and then the people that come, you're just going to be saying, hey, you can get our app, right? Then I have guest posting. So guest posting, which could fall into guest podcasting, guest blogging, guest appearances anywhere, really. And the PR side, which actually I saw your comment, Dr. Clarice, about Brooke. She is awesome. I love her to death. But PR opportunities for sure would be along this line. It's getting on somebody else's show or getting in front of somebody else's audience. Ironically, Odin was in a guest appearance situation with us. So he got invited on. He could actively pursue getting in front of other people's audiences too. He could pursue the people to get on their show. Like, hey, I saw that your show, that would be, it was great. You covered XYZ. I also cover this, and I thought your audience might want to hear about this. So that's another way to kind of get yourself in front of other people. But of course, if you have a PR person like Paul Fitzgerald or Brooke, you can get on those shows for sure. Awesome. I see your comments. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to throw two more at you guys. Yeah, I'll finish up with that. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead and we're going to go to the meetup one. So not a lot of people know about meetups, but they are just events that are going on in the area. They're more casual. They're not a networking event as much. They might have a workshop. You can host an attend, or you can host a meetup, or you can attend a meetup. And I was talking to a gentleman, he's in financial planning, and he mentioned that he just, if he's in an area and he has some extra time, he literally looks up to see if there's any meetups in the area at that time. And he gets tons of new business, and usually they're free. So you can just pop in and go to them. Some of them have charges, but that's a really good way just to pop in and meet some new people too. And last but not least, well, I'm actually going to, I guess I'm going to change this to number 13 for you, because I'm going to start on, or I'm going to end on 13, which is my birthday, so it's okay. It's not a Friday the 13th thing. So join associations. I am part of Road to Carefree Clinics very intentionally. I joined as someone who wanted to help, get some free clinics out in the community, but I'm also their web person. I am in touch with a ton of doctors and people from really major hospitals because I am in this organization. So sometimes it's about rubbing elbows with the right people so that you can get what you need done. So for Yasir with Tango Scrubs, if he wanted to, for me, I could be like, hey, I'm talking with this person in this association here. But you can be part of an association, and they have lists. If you join and actually pay a membership fee, you'll usually get all of the lists of people in the back end, and you can actually start building relationships through LinkedIn or somewhere similar. I wouldn't start cold calling or sending them emails right away. Get to know them, follow them on social media. I call it social stalking. I'll do a little friendly social stalking. And that way you get to know the person, you know a little bit about them. You can actually write a nice message to them or say, hey, thanks so much for this content. I really appreciated it, and it's helped me in my business. I'd love to connect here. Like, that's very, very friendly, and people generally will connect with you on those. All right, well, I got 13 of them. I had a whole bunch more, but that's good. We're going to wrap up today. I'm going to go over to the chats and see how y'all are doing. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Yes, community outreach coordinator workshops. Yes, there we go. Dr. Clarice. That's a great workshop idea. And let's see, meetups are huge. Yep, I love meetups. And I know Odin does workshops a lot. So whether virtual or in person, those are awesome. Yes, meetups are great, and they're free, for the most part. You just look it up on there. So meetups.com. And let's see, it's hard to get customers to do, oh yeah, I already did that one. So Get Zwizzy, if you guys want to go check it out. I know I bragged on Vanessa. She was featured last week as well. And then Bill, did you put your link in the chat so I can put it up on the screen? Hi, Quentin. Nice to have you. Kelly, and I thought I saw Sean too. It's good. I hope you guys are doing well over at sagescheduler.com. If you aren't, if you haven't checked it out, you need to. Oh yes, Alignable. Yes. I love Alignable. I have several clients that's 99% of their business is through Alignable. It's very similar to LinkedIn to me, a little bit like LinkedIn and maybe Angie's List. Is like a combination between the two, in my opinion. Definitely check those out. And guys, if you want help with the funnel of what to do with these leads when you get them, I have one other thing you guys have to, I don't have my card with me, but EMF, electromagnetic fields technology, right? the cards that you can put up against the phone and it goes somewhere, I am loving it. I'm loving it because I get them and I can print whatever I want on them. I can program them from my phone. And anytime I go up to a person at a networking event, they just put their phone on the card and it goes to the site or wherever I want it to go. So it could go to my bio short link. It could go, in my case, it actually texts me. So it will start a text that says, "Hey, Tessa, my name is," and then I put insert name here. And then I'm immediately, all they have to do is type in their name and then hit send. And I have their contact information. The hardest thing about building leads is actually getting someone to get back in touch with you if you're giving your business card. That doesn't always work. So I love the EMF cards that you can actually find them online and buy them and print them. But I just put, like I said, I programmed mine from a free app on my phone, and it literally finds the card, programs it, and you can carry it around. If you're afraid of EMF technology, you can just get one of those purses that protects you and you carry it around. But I love being here for you guys every week. Fridays at noon Pacific time, we go live with the best information possible for your entrepreneurial journey. I hope that you guys will all come back and see us next week. And if you have any questions for topics that you want us to cover, please let us know in the chat. I'm hoping that Fred's going to come on next week and tell us about pitching, how to raise money, pitching, all those things, if we can get him to commit to that. And if you're interested in it, put pitch in the chat and I will make sure that you get notified about that episode next week, next Friday, I hope. So we'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye. Yes, EMF card. Oh, see, I didn't hit broadcast. Isn't that good? Yes, it's an EMF card. EMF, and it's programmable. So you just look up for the ones that you can print. You can also buy them on Vistaprint, and they're great. But when you buy from Vistaprint, you're going to have to get them all the same. So I like to just get a pack of 10, and then I might have this one that does this one thing. I might have this one that I might, use for another thing. I also have lots of businesses, so I might be telling somebody about this one, but I might want them to, this one. So it's fun. You can print them on your own printer for most of them. They print right through like an envelope kind of thing. They're awesome. Yes, check it out. We'll see you all next week. Bye.